Hello, everybody. My name is Ray, and thank you for your interest in making a better life for yourself. If you've seen some of them gurus out there trying to sell their niche profits programs, and if you've ever tried any of these programs, you probably already know that they don't work. Why? Because they're using outdated information. Today, I am going to introduce you to a new system for niche profits, and you can use this system for any niche, any, if you want to be affiliate or whatever, you can use this technique to start making money for yourself. You don't need a website. You don't have to pay for an autoresponder system. We're going to give you a free one. Um, Everything here you can do for free. I will fill in the blanks as after the end of the presentation because I want to show you that the capture page that they show you in the presentation how to make it for free, and then you can host it for free, and you can have a free autoresponder system to send people to, and in turn you could send them to an affiliate link or whatever you're promoting. So without further ado, let's get on with the presentation.
That says Niche Profit Full Control, how to create a 5 to 6 figure per month automated online business. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do. So what is Niche Profit Full Control exactly? That's what I call this system. That's what I call this blueprint that I'm going to be sharing with you. And essentially, it's two parts. Part one is rapidly launching new niche websites that each earn between $500 all the way up to $6,000 per month each, and can be set up really quickly, like we're talking in less than a day. And then part two is ramping them up. So you can take one of these sites and really supercharge it and bring it up to 5 or even 6 figures per month. And the amazing thing about it, one of the amazing things, is that this is really something that anyone can do. And I know that because I've been teaching this system now for many years, and I've seen people who have started knowing nothing about internet marketing and having no prior marketing or computer experience come in and just follow the steps and just do exactly what I say to do, and have seen amazing results. And I'll introduce you to some of those people as we get into this call. So now my personal results with this, again, this has just been an amazing business for me, and personally I've used the exact system, exactly what I'm sharing with you on this call, I've used to generate an average of $107,000 per month in automated passive income, totally passive income, income that comes in whether I'm working or not for it. And it's been like that each and every month consistently for the past 8 years, which is an average of about $1.2 million per year. And so it's been a great business. It's a 7-figure business that I've been able to create from home with really nothing more than my computer. And to me, that's just, it's an amazing thing. So what makes the system so special? Why is this such a great model to follow online? Well, several reasons. Number one, it's really, really fast. So it's fast. Once you learn how to do it, you can implement it quickly, and it works quickly. So you can get a site up in literally less than a day, and that site can start making money that same day, or even literally that same day, or within a day. And it's also evergreen. So that means that these sites that you're creating, they're not like fly-by-night sites that are here today, gone tomorrow. These are high-quality sites that actually give value, so they last a very long time. I'm going to share a site with you in a sec that I've had for over 10 years now that makes money every single day. So these sites last literally forever once you set them up, and that's amazing. It's also cutting edge. So this isn't like, I'm not showing you anything here that doesn't work anymore. This is the latest, greatest version of the system that I'm using right now, that my students are currently using right now to get great results with. It's automated. These sites are literally automated. It's the automated aspect of these sites that creates passive income, and that passive income is what creates freedom. It's what It's what is going to enable you to have an asset, have a business that generates income for you, whether you're working or not. And that's, to me, that's what building an internet business is all about. It's not just about making more money, because you don't have to stop there. You can build something that literally gives you freedom over your time, and that's an amazing thing. So, and it's also highly profitable. I launched this website. This was my first successful site after that Overture experience. And the site's betatips.com. I launched the site back in 2005. It's when everything finally started to click. And the site had made over $1,000 within the first 2 weeks. And that was really exciting to me because I didn't really have to do much work to make that money after I'd launched the site. Fast forward to today, and this site still makes money every single day with no ongoing work. So once I saw that this was working, I just went into super productivity mode and I just started cranking these sites out. So I've actually applied this exact formula to over 300 niches since then and built a big portfolio of sites. And then I've taken certain sites and ramped those up, all of which I'm going to share with you how to do on the call. So now just to share, because I want to share some actual real financial results, and this is not to boast or brag. And it's just to show you my results from this so that you can see I'm getting results with it. And I'm not, by the way, going to share like screenshots of different accounts, because I wanted to share something that was, you know, the bottom line, 100% legitimate, and that's my tax returns. So with that said, here's 2012. I just want to share really quickly, you know, because I want to show you this is a 7-figure per year business. You can build it to this height. So there's 1.3 million. And from 2012's tax return, 2013, 1,086,000, and 2014, 1,041,000. But you know, again, like I keep saying, you can do it too. You absolutely can. So if you're not where you're at, want to be right now with your online business, or even if you're satisfied with where you are right now, but you just want to take things to the next level, or even just start a new income stream online, you can do it all with this system. And the cool thing, again, there's no prior training required. You can do this from literally anywhere in the world. It's simple once you know how it works, and it's very, very inexpensive. You literally, to get this off the ground, only need a domain name, which is about $10 per year. Now, as we go forward, I'm going to be not only showing you what to do on this call, but I'll be sharing a lot of my own, or several of my own real money-making sites so that you can see how this works in the real world and you can model exactly what I'm doing. That way, you'll never have to second guess anything, and you can just see how it works and basically copy it. So just to get things kicked off, I've pulled this slide up just because, to me, you know, this represents, when I saw this slide, it represents how I felt personally when I was trying to get my online business off the ground. Just overwhelmed and frustrating, because you look at something like this and it's like, where do you start? And do you need to know all of these things? And how do they all connect? And all those questions come up, and it can really be frustrating. And I know that a lot of people who I've taught this system to, they start out at that point too. So if you're kind of feeling that way, or if you've ever felt that way, then the good news is we're going to clarify all this on this call. So we're going to just break through all this and put these things in their place and clarify which are important, which aren't, and how everything fits together. So to do that first, I'm going to pull up this diagram here, and you don't have to know exactly what this diagram is right now and how it works, but basically it's the representation of a 7-figure per year online business following this formula. And we're going to go through, and by the end of the call, you're going to know exactly what all of this is and why it's important and all of that stuff. But I just wanted to give you a sneak peek right now, show you what it is, and just let you have a look at it, and then we're going to go through it in detail as we go. Now, there's 2 phases to the system, and you don't have to do both. You can just do phase 1, or you can do phase 1 and 2. We're going to go through both on the call. So phase 1, I simply call liftoff, and this is all about just launching simple niche affiliate sites and quickly building targeted subscriber lists with those sites, targeted email lists, and generating revenue very quickly, again, often within days. And I call these sites automatic selling machines, or ASMs, because that's what they are. They sell stuff for you on autopilot. And you can, again, set them on autopilot, and they'll make money for you for years with no ongoing work. So These sites that you set up, by the way, in phase one, you know, in terms of how much they're going to make, I have sites that make me $500 per month. I have sites that make me $5,000 per month, and everywhere in between. So it's going to vary, and you can launch one site and really focus on it and ramp it up, or you can launch multiple, and it's really up to you. Once you know how this works, though, there's really no cap on your income because you can do this as much as you want, as many times as you want, and that's one of the additional amazing things about it. So that's phase one. Phase two, I call this profit stacking, and this is where you take one of your ASMs and you supercharge it. So we'll talk more about that later. We'll go into some of the aspects of profit stacking, but the main focus of the call is going to be on phase one, which is just launching these simple affiliate sites, because this is going to give you the essential tools, and if you know how to do this, you can make a ton of money with just phase one alone. I mean, I did this for years. I built hundreds of sites just following this simple phase one formula, built that into a very nice 5-figure that sometimes dipped into 6-figure per month business with these little sites. So this can be very, very lucrative. And so if you know how to do this, you're really in a good place. And then if you know how to do just some of the profit stacking stuff, you can just take things to a whole new level. So, but we're going to focus and make sure that you're really clear on phase one first. So here's how it works. It's really simple. It's nuts and bolts internet marketing, but it's done in a very strategic way that yields a lot of automation. So step one is we're going to start with a lead offer page, also known as an opt-in page. And that's where you're going to be collecting names and email addresses. So you're going to be choosing a niche. I'll show you how to do that in a sec. Choosing a niche, setting up an opt-in page, and then driving traffic to that opt-in page. Now, on this call, we're going to talk a lot about Facebook traffic. There's lots of different ways to drive traffic out there. Facebook's just one of them, but we're going to hone in on that one tonight. And then on your lead offer page, you want to give away something of value for free. So you're going to give away, in this case, we're going to talk about giving away a free report. Because in order to collect the lead, to get someone to give you their name and email, you've got to give away something of value that they want. Now, there's a right way to give that away. There's a wrong way to give it away. There's a right way to do all this stuff, and there's the wrong way to do this stuff. So, of course, we're going to be going through the right way. Now, after somebody goes through and opts in and gets that free report, we're going to take them through an automated email follow-up sequence, and that's where you're going to be making a lot of your sales, is through that sequence, and it's how you do that that makes all the difference. And then, now, I like to promote products 99% of the time. I'll promote a product over at ClickBank, and I'll just promote one well-chosen, carefully chosen product. And I'll just build my entire follow-up sequence around that product and just sell lots of copies of it. And then, of course, when I make sales, ClickBank pays me my commissions, and that's it. So that right there is an ASM. But again, it's how you do these things. It's not so much what these things. It is what these things are, but it's how you do them as well. So I'm going to actually take one of my sites. So this is a site that we created recently, and it's become a really successful site. It's a simple ASM site, automatic selling machine, and I'm going to just reconstruct it for you. I'm going to go back to the beginning and just show you step by step how we created this site. So when you know how I created this site, you can go out and you can create your own, and you can create as many as you want because the formula stays the same in whatever niche you go into. So this is the actual diagram we just looked at, but now I've actually applied it to this site, freelancewritingresources.com. Now just to go back for a sec, what is this site? This site it's all about helping freelance writers make money from freelance writing, make more money from freelance writing. So the niche is freelance writers. And doing a little bit of research, I discovered that freelance writers, they want to know how to make more money from their freelance writing. It's really that simple. So I built a simple little website, a simple little ASM helping them do that. And that's what the system is in a nutshell. You're just going out, you're identifying problems that people are having and setting up little websites that offer solutions and recommending products that offer solutions and earning a commission as an affiliate. That's it. That's it. And it's really that simple. So this is the diagram for this site. Now we're going to gray it out just to start from a fresh, clean slate. And now we're going to go back through, and I'm going to walk through each of these steps with you, and we're going to fill this back in as we go. And by the end, we'll have our full-fledged ASM up and run, fully completed, and you'll be able to see all the pieces and how they fit together. So the whole process starts with choosing a product over at ClickBank. And before I go over to ClickBank and do this, and before you go and do this, just some preliminary information just to help you get in the right get the right frame of how to look at this. So when it comes to internet marketing and making money online, the first thing just to know is that there's really 3 top-level categories where 95+% of the money is made online. So, and this is just something I've learned through years and years of experience. And it's not just me. I mean, people who do internet marketing for a long time, they'll all tell you the same thing. Health, relationships, and money, that's where the majority of the money is made online when it comes to selling digital products. So just knowing this alone, you're going to be able to hone in on niches within these categories that are really lucrative. So, you know, you can branch out of these categories and go into niches that aren't related to health and relationships and money, but going into them, these are surefire winners where there's just, it's really easy to make money, and there's a lot of it in these markets. So now, starting with that in mind, now we can drill into topics within those categories because we want to niche it down. We want to find a specific audience. So my site, for instance, Freelance Writing Resources, that site isn't about just how to make money for anyone. It's about how to make money as a freelance writer. That's a niche. So it's specific to a target market, a very specific group of people. So for instance, with health, there are certain topics within health that are particularly lucrative. So nutrition, dieting and fat loss, and stress management. In relationships, there's getting your ex back, dating for men, dating for women. In money, there's real estate, investing and trading, starting or growing an online business, etc. And there's many others. Now, once you've drilled down and you know these categories, now you know them and you know what the topics are, because we've identified them here, now you can identify niches within those topics. So a niche, that's what you want to build your site around. So in nutrition, for example, there's the paleo diet, right? And that's an example of a niche, because if you can read my handwriting there, that says paleo. That's a specific group of people who are interested in nutrition, but they're specifically interested in the paleo diet. So that's how you do it. You start with the category, go into the topic, and then drill it down one level further. But I also want to show you how did I identify these niches so that you know how to identify them too. So I'm over at ClickBank now, and this is exactly how I go about it. And the process really hasn't changed much in the last 10 years. So I'm at ClickBank, and you know, ClickBank's amazing because for many reasons, but one is that as an affiliate marketer, we can go and we can look in their marketplace of all the products that they have listed, and we can see how well those products are selling. ClickBank gives us information to help us see that, and that helps us make the right decisions about what to promote. So I'm here at ClickBank, and I always start by going into the affiliate marketplace. So that link is right there at the top. And once you do, you'll see categories listed down the left, which is where you want to focus your attention. So we have, you can see arts and entertainment, betting systems, business, investing, etc. We have those categories, and at this stage in the game, you can really go into any category you want. This is, there's no rules, there's no best category. So, but I'm going to go into employment and jobs in this example. So if we click into that, now we see products listed down the right. So we see real translator jobs, real writing jobs, legit online jobs. All of these are products that people, individual people, we'll call them vendors, have created. These are digital, downloadable products or streaming videos that people have created and placed for sale on ClickBank. So now when I'm looking through the marketplace, I always am looking first at gravity. So I'm circling that in red there. So you can see that first product there has a gravity of 51, the second one 41, the third one 23. And I always look at gravity first because gravity simply tells us how well affiliates are doing promoting these products. Now I've come to understand that essentially, and you know, the definition of gravity is basically this. So 1 point of gravity is awarded when a unique affiliate makes his or her first sale, and it's refreshed from what I understand about weekly. So now a point is only awarded on the first sale and not on subsequent sales. So what that means is that if you see a gravity of 51, it means that 51 unique affiliates have made a sale in about the last week. And with that information in mind, we have an idea now of how well the products are selling, and we have an idea, we have an indicator of how well affiliates are doing, selling the product. And so the logic here is this. It's that if all of these other affiliates are having success promoting this product, the chances of you having success are super high. So the higher the gravity, the easier the product is to sell. And when you have this system behind you, the Niche Profit Full Control system, it's like you can swoop into these niches and you can just execute the system and you can see great results really fast. So it's predictably being able to create money online. So the rule of thumb is to choose products with a gravity of at least 20. Okay, so that's my cutoff. The higher the better, but at least 20. So that's what I've based my business around. I arrived at that through just a lot of trial and error and practice, and finally that number 20 is what became my cutoff, and it's what I've stuck to, and it's been really good for me. So I'm back at ClickBank now, and I'll just show you something really cool. If you go to the top and click on Advanced Search in the upper right, you'll see a screen like this, and you can set some filters. So you can see I just set this to all categories because I want to filter the entire marketplace now. And if we go down here, I've set it to show items with gravity higher than 19. So, because I only want to see products with gravity higher than 20, and I want to see all of the products in the marketplace that meet this criteria, higher than 19 gravity. So now I can click search, and you can see that it's displaying results 1 through 10 out of 245. So there are literally thousands and thousands of products in the ClickBank marketplace, and this is basically weeded all those out, set those all aside, and given us the 245 highest gravity products, which are, you know, really the top performing products at ClickBank. So this is just a wealth of information for us when we know how to create an ASM, because now we can create as many ASMs as we want around these products. So that's how I found this product, Real Writing Jobs. So it has a gravity, you can see there, if you look, it has a gravity of 41, and it's in the writing niche, and it's a job board basically. I'm here on the home page of the site. It's a job board for freelance writers. So it delivers quality jobs to writers so that they don't have to go out and kind of look in a bunch of different places. This consolidates really high quality jobs in one place. So that's how I go about choosing products. I choose a product, and then that will reveal the niche. So the product is in freelance writing. The niche is freelance writing. If that makes sense. So we're back at our diagram now. We've chosen our product to promote through ClickBank. And at this stage, you know, you've chosen your product. Sign up for your ClickBank account, your affiliate account. It's free, and that's all you need at this stage. And now you can move on to the next step, which is to set up your core components of your ASM, which are your lead offer page, your free report, and your follow-up sequence. So let's walk through those 3 steps now. So I'm back at Freelance Writing Resources, which again is our sample site. And if you just look there, you'll see. So what I'm doing right now is I'm driving traffic to this page. This is where almost all of our traffic goes. And I'm collecting that traffic into an email list, right? You can see right here that it's an opt-in form. Now, of course, I can't just have an opt-in form on the page and hope people are going to opt in. I have to give something away for free. So 9 times out of 10, I'll give away a free report. So you'll see at the top there, it says, read this free report, discover how you can become a successful freelance writer in as little as 72 hours from now or less. So that's giving my audience an incentive, something that piques their interest and gives them a reason to opt in. So when they do, they get this report. So how to make money writing from home. So now what we're doing here, I'm going to talk about this lead offer, because there's a right way to go about creating your free report and a wrong way to go about it. And the value of the free report, it's not just a reason for people to opt in, but it's also gives you an opportunity to give your audience value. And that's one of the key components of being able to sell something to them once they start receiving your emails. And by the way, don't think about it as selling. We're going to talk about that in a sec. Think about it as recommending. We're going to talk about that more in a sec. But this free report, because right after someone opts in, then the relationship building starts. And the relationship building happens through content. So if you create a report that has quality content and you write it in a certain way, it will really get people engaged with you, and it will lead to better results all around. And this is called taking care of your list. Okay, so this free report, you can see I have these color codes down the right. So opportunity, problem, content solution, and recommendation. Those are the 4 components of a quality free report, and you want to put those in order. So that's the template to follow, and if you follow it, you'll end up with a great free report that really resonates with your target audience. So I'm going to give you a copy of this report at the end of the call as well. I have a bunch of stuff that I'm going to be giving away at the end of the call. So I'm going to give you a copy of this report so you have it and you can model it in your own business. Now, another thing too, because sometimes people see this and they're like, oh, I don't want to have to write a report. You can outsource your free report. They don't have to be long. I think this one is, I don't know exactly how many pages, maybe 15. You know, your report's going to be 15 to 30 pages, and you can outsource it. And you can outsource it for as little as $30, literally, at Fiverr, which I'll talk about more later. So these reports can be created very quickly, and you can give them the sample report that I have up here on the screen as a model. The person that you find over at Fiverr, just say, take this and basically apply this to my niche. So I've kept the color coding in place so you can see it, and it starts with opportunity. So someone opts in, they download your report, they open it up, and starting out in green with opportunity, you basically, this is all just about reminding them of what the opportunity is. Why did they come to your site in the first place? So you're saying, you know, you want to say, yes, you can make great money as a freelance writer. You are in the right place, and I'm going to help you do that. So it's reminding them of the opportunity and assuring them that you're going to help them find a solution to their problem. Then after that, so you'll devote maybe a couple paragraphs to that, and then you move into problem, and that's in red. And the problem is where you really are able to connect with your audience because you describe all the problems to them that they already know they're having, but you're letting them know that they're having those problems. So that's going to connect you with them. It's going to tell them that they're in the right place because you know what it is, what challenges they're facing. And it's usually really obvious. I mean, in this case, it's that they're struggling to earn income online. So this just kind of drills into that. And solution. So in my case, I say, you know, one of the problems is that you're not able to find quality jobs. I realize that. And that's because there's so many crappy job postings out there and so many writers competing, and it just leads to poor results all around. So the solution, of course, is to find high-quality jobs. And then that leads right into the recommendation, where I'm recommending this product, Freelance Writing Jobs, or Real Writing Jobs, which is the product that we found together a second ago over at ClickBank. And right there, that is my affiliate link. And that link is, of course, linking straight to the sales page for Real Writing Jobs. So people are clicking that. And at this stage in the game, some people are going to be buying. A lot of people won't be buying at this stage because it's a little early. But the point of the report's more to establish that relationship and get people feeling good about the content you're offering. Now, there's a key difference between recommending and selling. Okay, so selling is something that, like, throughout your ASMs, you're not going to be like really aggressively telling people, go buy, 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 buy. That's not the way to do it. You're going to turn your list off. It's a cardinal mistake. It's a classic mistake that a lot of new internet marketers make is they think they have to sell, sell, sell. That's not the case. It's all about offering some value first and then recommending a product that helps them achieve their solution faster. It's totally different tone, totally different approach. So when you read that report, when you open it up and read it, you'll see the language and kind of how it's presented. And it's a much softer approach, but it works really, really well. And you have to, so that's the free report. So we're gonna set that aside for now, fill that back into color. And now we're going to look at our lead offer page. So how do you get this online? I just want to talk about this really quickly. The good news these days is that launching a lead offer page is really fast, really easy. And there's great tools that have come along that weren't available back when I got started online that are available to you now, and it's available to everyone for launching these really professional, really high converting opt-in pages easily. So lead pages, ClickFunnels, there's certain WordPress plugins. Those three are all good options. Niche Profit Press, that's the tool that I use. That's the tool I use to launch that page you're looking at right there. That's my own custom landing page creator. So, using one of these tools, you don't need to know any code. It's all point and click, drag and drop, and you can create your page in literally minutes based off of these proven templates. So launching this literally, if you've never launched an opt-in page before, it might take you 30, 45 minutes to get it done with one of these tools. It's that fast. It's amazing. So that's all you need, your opt-in page and then a thank you page that you're going to send people to after they opt in. So it just says thank you for opting in, check your email. That's basically it. So these are two-page websites. Now after someone opts in, grabs their free report, then they're going to start going through, they're going to start receiving your automated email follow-up sequence. And this is where you're going to be, this is the real value of the site. This is the key, because these are your emails. And internet marketing is email marketing. Selling information products online is email marketing. So if, you know, it is the cornerstone of building a successful online business. And that's just something to just kind of realize. And then it just becomes a matter of doing it well, knowing how to do it right. So I'm going to give you what I call my perfect email follow-up sequence. We're going to go through it now, and I'm going to show you how it works. But I'm also going to give you a download link to it at the end of the call as well for free, so you can have it on file and you can reference it whenever you want to create your own follow-up sequence or give it to someone else to create for you. So there's definitely, you know, a right way to create one of these and a wrong way, and I want to go through, of course, the right way to do it. So now what this is a set of templates, and I just use these templates myself across all the new sites I launch, because these templates, I created them based on a lot of testing, trying things across lots of different niches and figuring out what worked the best. And it's a 12-part sequence. So that's what I ended up finding out was the optimal starter sequence was 12 emails. And what I also realized is that there are 3 ingredients that make up the perfect email follow-up sequence: content, opportunity, and recommendation. And it's all just about sprinkling these ingredients into your sequence in the right places and in the right proportions. And if you do it right, it creates it creates a great relationship with your list. And the thing is too, the reason you want to create a great relationship is because you'll be able to sell more stuff right away. You'll sell a lot of stuff through this 12-part sequence alone, but also later on you might want to build this sequence out further and create not a 12-part sequence, but now you want to create a 24-part sequence and start promoting more than just one product. You can start building it out. And if you take care of your list all along the way, you'll be able to sell stuff for years over and over and over again, just like I did with beta tips and that I'm doing with all my sites. So it's really important that you follow this type of sequence and you use these templates or something very close to them. So just to kind of show you how these work, again, they're all color-coded. Green is opportunity, gold is recommendation, purple is content, and you can see we're kind of alternating between them. So we start out with opportunity, and we remind people they're in the right place, that we're going to be sending them some great content. The recommendations in gold. This is where I like to give this out right in the beginning, because you know, people want a solution. They want a fast solution. So don't be shy about saying, hey, I found this great product. Go check it out. You can read this. You can see the kind of language I'm using to do that. I'm kind of alternating between those in the first few emails just to get that solution in front of people. And then in the middle, we're offering just some content. Content's where you're really going to build goodwill with your list and really build a good relationship with your list and make them start to trust you. And then emails 5 and 6 are recommendation. And this is where you're going to be making the majority of your sales. And this is where you really go into detail on, okay, here's the product I've been talking about. This is why I think it's very beneficial for you. Maybe even throw in some cons. You know, here are some weaknesses to the product, but overall, you know, it's great. So give an honest review, and then step back a bit, and then just pile on some content. I like to do that for emails 7 through 10, and then a little recommendation at the end, and then end on opportunity. Because again, end on a high note. Leave your list in good shape, because again, you might want to come back and you might want to build this out further down the line. So that's the perfect email follow-up sequence. Now, why email marketing works, especially when you do it this way, is because it gives you the opportunity to get your message, your recommendation in front of people multiple times. And that's a key to selling anything. People don't buy stuff the first time they're exposed to it. They usually buy the 6th or the 7th or the 8th. And they're not going to buy, by the way, if you're always selling, selling, selling. But if you're lightly recommending and getting that recommendation in front of someone over and over and over, eventually they're going to buy it. So that's how it all ties together, and that's why this all works so well. Now, as far as your free report and where that fits in, just so we can fit that in, that's going to be given out in your first email. So someone gets that first email, there's a download link at the beginning, and they're going to be able to download that report right away, and then they start receiving each email after that, one by one. So again, stick around to the end of the call, and I'm going to give you access to that email sequence, the free report, the top 50 niches report, all the resources we've talked about so far. Now this is just, I've zoomed in on one of the recommendation emails. You can see it's in gold. And of course, in those recommendation emails, you have your affiliate link that's linking back to ClickBank, linking back to that product that you're promoting at ClickBank. So that click is tracked, and when someone buys it, you make commission. So going back now to our diagram here, we can fill in our email sequence. And really the last step is we have the machine set up, and it's ready. It's like ready to make money. It's 99% done. All we need to do is now start feeding traffic into it, and that just ignites everything. It gets the gears moving, gets people moving through the sequence, and you will start making commission. This is my first source of traffic. I go here and I ramp this traffic source up, and it's Facebook. Facebook's come along and they've just really made getting quality traffic easy. You can get a lot of it. You can set up ads and pay for it, or you can get it for free, or you can do a combination. And I'm going to show you a very specific Facebook strategy that's working really well right now. You can either do it for free or you can do a paid route. I'll show you both. So whenever I launch a new site, in this case Freelance Writing Resources, I'll first set up a corresponding Facebook fan page. So to do that, you just go into your Facebook account. It's literally clicking a few buttons and your Facebook page is launched. That's it. So it's not hard. It takes a couple of minutes. Now you can see this Facebook page has more likes now. When we took the screenshot, it had 11,000 likes. And now the strategy here is you build likes to your page, and now there's a benefit to doing it this way. We'll flesh that out as we go. You build likes to your page first, and then you redirect those likes out to your opt-in page. So you build likes, and then you redirect those likes out. So that's different from just setting up ads on Facebook and sending traffic straight to your site. It's different. We're building a fan base first. There's reasons for that we'll talk about in a minute. But first I want to tell you, how do you build fans effectively? How do you do it really fast, really inexpensively? And I'll also show you a free method as well. So I want to show you one of my ads, because running like-based ads on Facebook is so easy and it's so inexpensive right now. So I'm in my ad center. Let me just show you an example of the kind of ad that works on Facebook. So this ad, you can see it resulted in about 6,000 likes roughly, and we paid an average of 5 cents per like. So this gets me excited because it reminds me of Overture days when I was paying like a penny per click. And you can't, that's rare these days, but with Facebook, it's possible. So 5 cents per action, 5 cents per like. It's really amazing, especially when you realize what you can do with these likes. Now here's the actual ad that we ran. All I did is I went into Facebook and I found my target audience. So I typed in, Facebook says, when you were first launching your ad, it's like, who do you want to target? So of course you type in your audience. So I typed in freelance writers, people interested in freelance writing and freelancing. And Facebook goes, okay, we've gathered your audience, now go ahead and set up your ad. It's really that simple with Facebook. So this is the ad, and you can see all I did was I loaded an image up that says freelance is the new employed, and it says freelancing rocks. Click the image for info on how to get started in a freelancing career. So ads on Facebook and building like ads, it's not the same as running ads on other ad networks. You're not trying to sell something. You're just trying to get people to like your page. So again, it's a very kind of soft type of approach, but I like it because it ultimately will lead to better results. So because you're just not turning anyone off. So people, they see freelance as the new employed, it's non-threatening. You get a lot of clicks on ads like this. So when they click the ad, this like button, they become a fan of the page automatically. So that's how I built most of the likes to this page, many of the likes. Now the other way that we build likes is you can go into Facebook and just here at the top in your search bar, you can do it now if you want, you just type in, like I'll type in like freelance writing, and all these other fan pages will come up of fan pages about freelance writing. And what you can do is you can approach those fan page owners and you can just give them something cool to post on their page, and when they do that, you can ask them to link back to you or give you credit for it. And if you give them something cool to post, like an article or a video or or even just a funny image or something, a lot of them will be more than happy to do it. You can build up likes fast that way because there are pages out there with so many fans. Sometimes you'll come across a page with like 1 million fans, literally, and get something posted there. So that's a free way to do it as well. So I like to do both, kind of combine the two. Now that's the first step, is getting those fans. Now when fans come to your fan page, you want to set your fan page up in a very specific way, because we want those fans ultimately to become subscribers on our list. So I'm here, and the first thing you want to do is set up your header graphic. And all this stuff might seem kind of minor, but it's really important for maximizing your results with this, because you don't want to let your fans go to waste. So when you set up your header graphic, notice mine is very specific. It's calling out to freelance writers, and it's saying, discover how to start earning more today. There's a website link and a big arrow pointing to the sign up button. Okay, that's a call to action. That's a very strong call to action. So a lot of people will hit this page and see that and take action. They'll go to the site, or they will click that sign up link. When they click that, that's linked to my opt-in page. So automatically fans are hitting, they're clicking, they're coming back out to the page and opting in, and then going through my sequence, my automated sequence. Now another place on your fan page that you can use is your About box, so make sure to put your link in your About box. That'll link back to your opt-in page. And then last, the third thing is you want to make sure to set up a custom tab. And this just takes all this stuff is just little simple things you can do from the back end of Facebook. Now for my custom tab, you can see it says free report. And when someone clicks that, it pulls in my opt-in page straight into Facebook. So people don't even have to leave to see it, and they can just opt in right there. And I use a simple plugin for that called Thunderpenny. And you can install it on your Facebook account and create your free report, your free tab, just like that. Now, so those are all just like setup things, like things you want to have in place, kind of the building blocks of your page. And then the way that you're really going to be able to churn traffic back to your opt-in page on just at a high rate and in large volumes, is through updating your timeline. Now, you can automate this whole thing, by the way, with Facebook, and I'll show you how to do it in a sec. But let's talk about the concept first. Because when you update your timeline and someone's a fan of your page, often they'll see that update in their Facebook account. So if you have like 11,000 fans and you update your timeline, many of those fans are going to see updates in their Facebook account where they can click those links or like them or share them. You ultimately want them to be clicking them. So let me show you, and then you repeat this formula over and over again and just continually pump people back to your site. So now what you want to do is you don't just want to post, go get my free report, go get my free report, because that's going to turn people off. But you want to post first just some things that are appealing to your audience. So like here I have an image, the writer is by nature a dreamer, conscious dreamer. And then that image, of course, is something that appeals to my audience. So that is the equivalent of content on Facebook. You don't have to create an amazing video or write a super long article. You can find a cool little image and post it. You can share something from someone else's page. That's the equivalent of content on Facebook. That's what's going to build trust and good rapport with your fans. And then for every maybe like 2 or 3 content posts like that, make a recommendation post like this one. Or say, hey, I have this free report. I think it could really help you take things to the next level. If you're ready for that, go check it out. So people can click the link there and go opt in. This is really powerful, guys. This works really well. It's not the flashiest stuff in the world, but it works. And you just rinse and repeat this over and over. And you automate it. So up here at the top of Facebook is publishing tools. So they have this scheduled posts feature, which is really handy for us because you can just spend an hour or 2 one afternoon, get all your posts together for the month, just load them up into the scheduled posts, and just let it drip feed. Facebook will drip feed those posts out. So you've got fans being pumped in through your ads and through your promotions with other fan page owners. You've got your fan page being updated frequently, sending traffic back to your site. I mean, at that stage, you've got a set and forget site. It's an automatic selling machine at that stage. And you can see how we haven't just haphazardly thrown things together. We've carefully chosen a niche, a product, and we set things up the right way. We've crafted our free report and our follow-up sequence based on principles and strategies that work. So when you put all this together, that's when you have a site that's going to make you money now and is going to keep making money for years. And because this follow-up sequence is taking such good care of your subscribers, look at that as like an asset. Look at that as an investment, because that follow-up sequence, you can tap into it. You can tap into that list anytime you want. So in the future, for example, we'll talk about this in phase 2, but you might find another product that's really cool that you want to promote to your list. Well, your list loves you. So you can go now and you can send an email to them promoting another product over at ClickBank and make lots of sales. And you can do that over and over again now, and you can do it 5 years from now with the same list. So yeah, traffic is one of those things that there's just an abundance of it, and yeah, traffic's the easy part. So option 2, one of the easy parts. So option 2 is to build more ASMs. So you can take one ASM and just start ramping up traffic, and once it's making money, the more traffic you send, the more money it's going to make. Or you can build, you can again build more ASMs in different niches. So of course, I've done both, and you ultimately want to be doing both. You can do both at the same time. Ramp up your traffic sources as you're building more ASMs, and continue to build more and more. So, you know, in terms of your earnings and like how much you can expect to earn from something like this, when you launch a new ASM, and I've been doing this now for a long time, so 10 years, roughly, a little bit over, and I still can't always accurately predict how much an ASM is going to make before I launch it. I can get a general idea, but sometimes I'll launch an ASM and I'll think it's going to be like a $600 a month earner, but it ends up being double that. So it's hard to predict. So you don't worry about it up front. Just follow the steps, launch your ASM, and then see how much it's making. And maybe you'll hit your income goal. Maybe you'll hit it out of the park right away, and your income goal, say, is an extra $2,000 a month, and you hit it with your first site. But if you don't hit it with your first site, ramp up traffic to that site, turn up the traffic dial, or just build another ASM. And that's once you know how to do this, you have a lot of control. You have a lot of power. Now, option 3, which we'll talk about, which is optional, but it's something that, you know, why not do it, is to move to phase 2. And you can basically, this just involves taking one of your ASMs and scaling it up. So I've shown you the core system, but there's a lot of like extra stuff you can do now to take it to the next level. And so you can scale it up from 3 or 4 figures per month to 5 or even 6. You can really create a really powerful site following these methods. Now, the phase 2 is big. There's so much you can do with it. So we're just going to talk about some of the things you can do with it on this call. And I'm going to show you one of my sites in a minute where I've implemented some of these, a lot of these things. Now, so that'll be a new case study that we'll look at. So before we go into it, though, I just want to ask what you guys think. And if you could type into the questions box, that would be awesome, because I just want to hear your thoughts on it. What is the #1 key to gaining maximum leverage in your online business? If you could just type in the questions box, that would be really cool. And oh, wow, someone got it right out of the gates. Chris, awesome. Good answers, guys. I see driving traffic, honesty, building a list, consistency, all good stuff. Chris said product creation, and that's true. When you create your own products, when you go from just promoting other people's info products, you start creating your own ebooks or your own audio products or even your own video products, it opens the doors to a lot of other things, a lot of things that you can do that you can't do as an affiliate. So I have this diagram up. This is the diagram that we looked at the beginning of the call, and this is the 7-figure blueprint. And if we look at it and we just fill in that part in orange, that's what we've covered so far. That's a basic ASM where we've got primary traffic, let's just call it traffic, flowing in to a lead offer page, and then we're sending out affiliate promos and content emails. That's it. But everything else is locked off, kind of. Like all this kind of is like the internet marketing universe. But look at how much of the universe is inaccessible when you're just an affiliate. Nothing wrong with being just an affiliate, but if you want to be able to tap into that stuff, then when you transition into product creation, you can. By no means is it mandatory, but it's there for you if you want to take advantage of it. So when you become a product creator, all this stuff opens up, all the stuff in green you can start doing that you couldn't do before. These are internet marketing tactics and strategies that you can start piling on top of your ASM. And it's gonna enable you to take an ASM, and maybe it's earning 500, you can turn it into a $5,000 per month site. If you have an ASM that's already making 5,000, you can turn it into a $25,000 per month site or more. So that's what product creation will enable you to do, and that's because it enables you to scale, to get bigger results from the same amount of input into the business. So one of the easiest ways to do this is a strategy I've been using for a long time, is you just take your ASM and you're promoting a product over at ClickBank. You can just create your own version of that product. I'm not saying plagiarize it, that's not what I'm saying, but create a competing product, create your own version, and just replace it with the one you're promoting at ClickBank. Just replace it in your ASM. So that's a quick way. Swap out the one you're promoting with your own. And then you're going to get so much leverage, because now you can take that product and list it in ClickBank, and now you can have affiliates promoting you. And it's really easy to do when you know how to create products. And product creation is actually a very straightforward process too. And when you know how to create products, you can do this really, really swiftly. So, and what's so powerful about this is that, you know, a lot of people, they don't have a starting point. So they go to ClickBank and they create a great product and they list it, but then nothing happens. They list it in the marketplace and nothing happens. And it's because they're not quite sure how to get exposure in the ClickBank marketplace. But when you have an ASM running and it's already primed and it's already converting and selling, when you get your own product listed in the marketplace, it's going to start moving up the marketplace right away where affiliates can see it. Because one of the factors that ClickBank looks at is how well a product is selling. And that's when a product is already selling, right when you list it, it starts moving up the marketplace quickly, and that gives it immediate exposure. So I did that with my beta site. So my BetaFish site we looked at, that was an affiliate site. And so I just had my own ebook created, swapped that out, listed it in ClickBank, and it started moving up almost immediately. So it's a really powerful strategy for tapping into the ClickBank affiliate marketplace. And I'll tell you, it is a powerful marketplace because there's so many affiliates there waiting to promote products. And then they go out, they do the marketing for you. They set up the Facebook fan pages. They go out and drive traffic, and you can sit back and now you're the center point. And so now it's not mandatory, but it's an option. But now I want to share some case studies with you just briefly here, because I mentioned earlier, you know, that lots of people are already following exactly what I'm showing you. They're getting great results with it. I want to share a few people's stories in a little bit more detail, because I think they're just worth looking at and seeing how other people have already done it. So now I'm going to share 3 stories with you quickly. And these are all people, by the way, who have just built ASMs, not their own products. So they've all just done the ASM portion of it. Actually, 2 of them have. The person that I'm going to share with you at the end was a product creator. So this is William, sorry, and he started out, he basically was working for a finance company and was just laid off in 2008 when the financial crash happened, and didn't have a job, had a family to support, and he turned to the internet and he found my previous training program and just followed the steps. So he just followed the videos, watched the videos, followed the steps, and now earns $7,700 per month on average, and gets to work from home and doesn't have to go to his corporate finance job anymore. So now Joanna, she was also working for a company in an office, and same thing. She wanted a change. She wanted to make something happen, and she actually had to find a way to stay home with her son for various reasons, and she had to find a way to make more money too. And she found the system, she followed it, and she made it happen. All she did was follow the steps. So she's earning $12,000 per month on average now, and works 15 hours per week doing this. And you can imagine how life-changing that is. Joanna, by the way, I'll talk more about her in just a bit. Now moving on to Steven. Steven just built one site, and he actually was working, I believe, at Kmart when he found the program, started following it, built one site, ramped his traffic up, and that site was earning $18,000 per month. And I say was because he sold it. He sold the site. I spoke to him last month, and he sold the site for a huge sum. So that's another thing with these sites. You can sell them because they're high value. These are assets. These are sites that are worth a lot, and anybody who's going to be buying an internet business knows the value of a list that's been taken care of and an ASM that's been set up like this. So those are 3 people. There's lots more that I can share, and if there's time I will, but there's more stuff I want to cover too, because I want to go into phase 2 in a little more detail and show you some more of what you can do with this, how far you can actually take it. So I mentioned that phase 2, we call it profit stacking. That's what I call it, and you can see at the base there in orange is the automatic selling machine. That's the foundation of everything. And then you transition to product creation, and you just get that product listed in ClickBank. And then after that, you can really start piling on additional strategies to ramp up your results through all of those different profit stacks that we're looking at there. So if we go back to the diagram here, I want to focus on that first profit stack, the product funnel, okay, because there's not time to go into all of them on this call, but I want to show you how to fully transition into product ownership and to really get the most out of it. So we're just going to look at that first one right there. And the thing, it goes like this. Once you have one product in ClickBank listed, now the next step to take your income to the next level is to make it part of a funnel. That's the best next step that you can take, is to sell more products to the same audience and turn it into a funnel. So what is a product funnel? It's where a lot of people I know what a funnel is, but just to go through it, it's when you buy something online and you're immediately offered something else. So you've got the front end product, this is your original product in your funnel, and right after someone buys it, then you want to offer them an upsell, product 2, and then ideally at least one more upsell, product 3, all immediately. This all happens right when the person's buying. So, and then take them to the thank you page. So instead of just one product now, you're offering them multiple products. Now the power of this, the best way to explain it is, because I'm sure you hear about funnels all the time and everybody's saying how great they are, and I can tell you they really are. They're easy to put together and they just multiply your income exponentially. And I have a picture up here on the slide of a water slide, because that's what a funnel's like. When you get on a water slide, you're just going to go down the slide. There's really no other choice. And what happens is when someone gets on your funnel, they have to click through by nature. That's the way that these pages are going to be set up, these one-time offer funnel pages. So you have to click through to get to the end. And people, you know, when you're making good offers to this audience and they're in that buying frame of mind, they're going to buy. They may have approached your site with the intention of buying one product, but then that you offer them something else they can't refuse, and they start saying yes, 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 when they never anticipated doing that. And that's the power of funnels, and you have to experience it. But you'll take a site that's maybe it's making a couple $1,000s per month, and just you can triple it with a few upsells. Now what you do is you list your whole funnel in ClickBank. And ClickBank has a feature. So, and I love ClickBank for many reasons, but one of them is because of how easy it is to set up a funnel. So they've got a Pitch Plus upsell flow feature where you go in and you can set up a funnel in a few minutes like this, and you can give your affiliates commission on every product in the funnel. Now affiliates love that. So now you've set yourself apart from the crowd, because now you're not just paying your affiliates for that first sale like everyone else is. You're paying them for every product in the funnel. Who are they going to want to promote in that case? So this is just a quick screen grab of ClickBank and what the Pitch Plus upsell flow feature looks like. It's just a matter of loading your products into ClickBank and dropping them into this funnel system and setting your commission rates. And of course, there's the nitty-gritty. There's the details. You know, walking through how to do this. We're not going to walk through it now, but it really is overall as easy as this. You load your funnel into ClickBank, make your configurations on your site, and you're done. Now, the thing is too, build your funnel in stages. Don't be overwhelmed by this concept or think that you have to build your funnel out all at once. You can build it out in stages. Start with that front-end product and then gradually add products over time. Now, I want to share with you what I call my ultimate funnel blueprint. So I've been using this exact funnel structure now for quite some time, and it works really, really well. And you can model it. So if you want something to model, and maybe not now, but once you have your ASM set up, you're ready to transition to product ownership, and maybe some of you already have a successful site, you're ready to transition into product ownership, you can tap into this. You can use what I'm about to show you here. So that's the funnel. I just want to give you a sneak peek or a quick look at it. We're going to drill into it though and talk about what's going on here. So we're going to come back to that in a sec. But this is the site that I mentioned earlier, freelancewritingriches.com. So this is a site. So we built an ASM in this space, Freelance Writing Resources, which we looked at earlier, and it was doing really well. So when something's doing really well like that, often I'll go, okay, now I want to scale the niche. I want to move to phase 2. So sometimes I'll take an ASM and scale that up, and sometimes I'll just build a brand new site and scale that up from scratch. So in this case, I built a brand new site, Freelance Writing Riches, and moved it all the way into product creation and took advantage of a lot of those extra strategies that I alluded to earlier. So you can go check it out. I'm sharing it with you because you can go over to the site, check it out, poke around, look at it. This is what's possible. So we've scaled this into a 5-figure per month business in just a couple of months. Pumped lots of members into our membership site, and it's been really successful. So I want to talk about membership sites for a sec, because that's another thing that you can do with this system, and that's the logical next step. So you don't have to do it, but once you have a funnel in place, why not add a membership site to it? So now, if you look, this is the ultimate funnel that we looked at earlier. You can see that it starts with a free opt-in. So we're giving away something for free on our opt-in page. Then we're sending people to a low-ticket qualifier, an inexpensive product, then a main offer, and then 2 upsells before they go to the thank you page. And it's in this main offer that I'll often position a continuity program. So continuity is just another word for a membership website. And you can place a simple continuity program into your funnel, and that adds another layer of automation and another layer of profit to your business. Getting your customers on a program where they're just paying you automatically every month, it really works wonders for your business. So let me show you the exact funnel. Let's take the ultimate funnel and apply it here. So this is the actual exact funnel for Freelance Writing Riches, the 5-figure per month funnel that we're using right now, that we're scaling up rapidly. And these are the actual sales pages for the funnel. So at the beginning, we're sending traffic to, this is where I'm pumping traffic from Facebook and other places, to this lead offer page. So here we're giving away basically a free report on how to get clients on LinkedIn. Then the next step is to send people to a low ticket qualifier. There's a reason for that. So this is the ultimate client getting masterclass. This is a video on how to get clients from more places besides just LinkedIn. $7, that's it. And it's called a qualifier because you want as many people buying this as possible, because you want to qualify your buyers. That's a concept in internet marketing that you want to get familiar with. It's where you want to separate out people who are going to buy from you from those who aren't. And one of the best ways to do is to offer something very inexpensive. And then you can, because those are the people who are willing to spend money. So then you can move them through the rest of your funnel easily, and you can move a lot of them through. So that's how we're getting a lot of people into our membership site, which is this main offer here, which I'll go into detail in more in a sec. And then upsell 1 is a video course on writing skill set. Upsell 2 is a course on mind conditioning. Now, I know some of these products are video-based products, but you don't have to do video. If you do video, you can sell your products for more because they'll have a higher perceived value, but you don't have to do video products. So if you're worried that you have to do that, you don't, because I know that can be a concern. You can do all written products. Some of the best-selling products on ClickBank right now are ebooks. They're ebooks. There's no video. So Just keep that in mind. Don't think you have to create video. Now let's look at this main offer, because I want to talk about this continuity aspect and show you how powerful it can be. So this is the actual sales page for the main offer, and this is a course. It's an A to Z comprehensive course on how to become a successful freelance writer. And down here we are giving away a bonus, but you can see that the bonus is the membership site. So order today and receive a special bonus, 30 days free access to our thriving monthly community, Freelance Inner Circle. So this works really, really well. So what I'm trying to show you here is the best way to position your membership site. It's within a funnel like this. And when you position it within a funnel and you offer it as a bonus, you'll get a lot of signups, because people, in order to get into your membership site, they have to buy the main product you're offering. And when you position it as a bonus, people see it as something that's not threatening, because a lot of people don't want to buy a membership site necessarily. They don't want to enroll in something that's going to be repeated billing. You know, I know that I've had that resistance before. If somebody wants to sell me something that's repeated billing, of course you're hesitant. But when it's positioned as a bonus, it takes away that resistance, and that's the right way to sell a membership. That's how you're going to get a lot of members. And when you do, now you've added another layer of stability and automation to your business, and the ability to scale it up now to great heights. So now going back to our profit stacking, I just wanted to show you an example of what's possible. So that's just the first profit stack, building out a full-fledged product funnel. And all these other things you can do as well. You don't have to, but everything that you do as you work your way up the profit stacking process will make you more money. But don't get intimidated, don't get overwhelmed. This isn't anything that you have to do. Now we've covered all that. We've covered the yellow. All the stuff in green we haven't covered. That's all the look at that as potential. Those are all things that you could be doing to further scale up your business. But going back to the beginning, you know, before we got into all the product creation stuff, you know, I remember that it all starts with your ASM and building your simple affiliate-based site and doing that right, getting that right. So, you know, if you're just starting out, don't worry about this product creation stuff right now. I just wanted to give you a glimpse at what you can get to if you want. But the ASMs and the affiliate sites are simple. You can have your first one out tomorrow, literally. Making money within a few days. After that, you can rinse and repeat that over and over again to build a very, very nice business. And then when you're ready, start creating your own products.